Hello folks, Angel here. Today I'm going to show you my loud build. Now in no way am I saying this is the best loud build out there. I'm just going to show you guys what works for me. So let's get into the skills really quick. Just pause the video as I am going if you want to copy my build. And I'll quickly explain what all of these skills do in a nutshell as soon as we get to fugitive. Alright, this is to take less melee damage. That is to increase your melee damage. So take less, do more melee damage. Berserker, read the aced section of this. The lower your health, the more damage you do. When your health is below 50%, you will do up to 100% more damage with ranged weapons as well. Very nice skill to have. Let's go to Ghost. This is just to increase your speed and to make your stamina come back quicker. This is one of my favorite skills. You'll see it on most of my builds. You get additional movement speed and you are able to run and reload at the same time. Now why I take this, sometimes when you are moving around you hit the reload button and then you press shift by accident and you start running. That cancels your reload. So when you do end up getting to the spot where you are needed, then you need to reload again. With this skill you can run and reload at the same time. So you are moving quickly, you're getting into position and you are prepared to start defending that position. On the Technician, I've got Surefire, which lets you shoot through enemy armor. This increases your hip firing accuracy when you're not aiming down the sights. And then you'll see this is to increase my overall weapon accuracy and stability. And I'll show you guys that one just now. I had to take this to get Jack of all trades. I'll explain now why I took Jack of all trades, because I'm going to take ammo and uppers. I had to take this to get to that. This and that is just to make my armor come back quicker. This is to have more armor and to be able to use the big armor. I had to take this to unlock that. This is just if you get a headshot you get 5 armor back. And Transporter is just to help with moving bags. In the Mastermind tree I've got this. Anybody that knows how I like to play, I like having my stability and accuracy. It doesn't make you waste a lot of ammo, plus you know you're going to kill someone. Combat Medic, when you are resurrecting someone. Now, let me start by Inspire. Inspire changed slightly. If you look at the aced section, it says there is a 100% chance that you can revive a crew member at a distance by shouting at them. That used to be 75%. Now you will definitely help your teammate up when you shout at him. But now you've got a 20-second delay, where previously you never had that delay. So keep that in mind. Now the reason why I said, let me tell you about Inspire first. This Combat Medic skill, you gain, it says you gain a 30% damage reduction for 5 seconds, both after and during reviving another player. So it helps you to soak up a bit more damage. Because we've got a lot of armor and stuff, this will help you in keeping your teammates in the fight. Painkillers, this is after you've resurrected your teammates, so that they have got more of a chance fighting back. They get some damage reduction and so on. Now uppers, read the A section of this. Adds 3 first aid kits to your inventory. Your deployed first aid kits will be automatically used if a player is downed within a 5-meter radius of the first aid kit. This cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds. So that will prevent you from being downed in the first place. So very, very nice. And this is the second deployable that we take with us into a mission. So as you see here, as my primary I take the ammo, because this build is very ammo hungry, and once you start firing that Falcon rifle there's no stopping. And secondary we take the uppers, because you used to have 14, now I've only got 7 because it's my secondary. But 7 is quite enough. You can obviously mix that, you can change that around. You can take 14 uppers and 1 bag of ammo. It's completely up to you. Or you don't even need to take the uppers. You can take something else. You can even take a turret if you want. Alright, let's get straight into the safe house. I'm not going to show you guys gameplay video. It takes too long. I can explain everything I want to show you guys here in the safe house. Alright, firstly, check the speed. I'm gonna run. This is not slow for someone wearing this big armor. This is actually quite fast. Let's get the Falcon rifle out. Look at this stability. I mean, that was full auto, downrange, and look how close those, look how close that grouping is. Plus, remember, you're shooting through armor, not through shields. You can shoot through armor. So, absolutely very nice. The stability is great, and the accuracy on this gun is just beautiful. Now, if you look at the bottom right corner, you'll see I've got my ammo bags now. By default, the key is X to switch between deployables. Now, let me show you an example. See this window? Let's say this is our area that we are using to defend, and the cops are coming from this area. Now, as always, like I said in my tactics, use cover. Alright? You are not immortal in this build, but you are pretty damn strong. So, still use cover, but put a upper down. Now, the reason I put it there and I didn't put it there is so that you can see it. Because sometimes you get shot so much that your health goes down so quickly that you don't realize the upper has been used already, because it gets used automatically. So let me show you guys how the upper works. Let's get burning here quickly. Now, I just want you guys to watch my health, and I'm not going to interact with this upper. It's going to use it automatically and prevent me from going down. See there? And now the upper is gone. So that is how uppers work, and they work great if you are defending a certain area. Plus, keep it in your visual range if possible, so that you can see it actually being used if you don't hear the sound, or there's too much gunfire, or whatever might be the case. 5 meters is not far, so I think that should effectively be about 5 meters. I mean, it's really, really close. You have to be really close to this thing. What else did I want to show you guys? Okay, the judge. Now, bulldozers and shields. This judge, if you hit a shield properly, you can kill him with the first shot. Sometimes you have to give a second shot, but effectively one shot shields. Dozers, the big guys with the big guns, what is critical in any situation you find yourself, shoot him with this gun. One shot at a time, and take your time before you shoot him again. Because what happens, the dozer, he gets concussed with the noise from the shot, because I've got the heavy explosives in this, and it stuns him for a while. So then your teammates can kill the bulldozer and keep him highlighted so that everybody sees there's a bulldozer. What you can also do, you can shoot him with the judge, switch to this, shoot him in the head a few times, but you're going to have to get into cover, because he doesn't stay stunned for a very long time. Don't full auto him, because this heavy explosive damage is not so much to kill him, it's just to stun him. So it's just an extra ability this build can do. Well, any build can do it, but I'm just explaining it because not everybody is aware of that function. So you stun them and your team kills them. Alright, now the run and gun skill. Let's shoot some rounds. Let's just first make sure we've got enough ammo so we can actually reload. Now, what usually happens, now you're moving, you see you need to reload. You reload and then you by accident hit shift and it stops reloading. With the run and gun skill, watch this now. This is my walking speed. Now I'm going to reload and I'm going to run. Look how quick I'm moving. Now I can relocate, put an upper down, and I can face the law as I am going. And as I'm reloading, I can relocate quickly again. And I can put another upper down here. So now I just know I need to travel between these two, and I can keep myself alive and full of health. So that's one way of using uppers in a defensive way. Now, something I just want to warn you guys against. If you press X on your keyboard, you'll see I'm back to ammo now. Don't deploy ammo bags everywhere you go. Only deploy them somewhere where you know you're going to be for a while. If you are not sure if you're going to be in one position for a long time, don't deploy an ammo bag. Then conserve your ammo and try going for headshots. Use your sights and so on. With this build, you do have very good hip firing accuracy, And stability, I mean, look at that. I'm even moving and something would have been very much dead, like so. Alright, so what else can I tell you guys about? Okay, this build is excellent at defending because the upper don't move, but you can place them wherever you want. But this build is also good for pushing, because most of the time when you end up pushing into an area, there's usually dozers and shields. Then you can use your judge. And because this Falcon rifle has got the high rate of fire and you do penetrate armor, and I mean, you are very accurate. You can easily push through a lot of guys to get your team moving. And you've got your Molotov cocktails to block off doors like so, to cause a choke point and to cause your enemies to burn there. I have played Hoxton Breakout with this build on Overkill, just to give you guys an example of how I did there. I had an average accuracy of 43%. I had 299 kills, 46 special kills, so in total my kills were 345. I was not downed once because I was fighting from cover and using the uppers. So to break those stats down a little bit more, I was basically killing 15 normal cops in 1 minute. So that can be, you know, your normal armored cops. It's not just your standard no armor guys. So I was killing 15 of them per minute, and I was killing 2.3 specials a minute during that whole process. So effectively I was killing 17 to 18 cops a minute with this build. And I ran out of ammo. I had to go to the armory a few times to go and pick up ammo, because it was just going crazy. You feel like Rambo in this build. I will say something about this build though. On Deathwish it doesn't do as well. It does have its moments, and it can help you out, but it's not that great for Deathwish. And that Hoxton map that we did, the Hoxton Breakout, was in 20 minutes. That was pretty good, and it was a lot of fun. I hope this is helping you guys, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun with this build like I have had, because this is really a fun build to play. As always, stay safe and see you next time.